right now on 12 News at 10.
I'm Chase Golightly in Queen Creek, where hundreds of homeowners were just told they will never be part of this town. What it means for them coming up.
I'm Maria Stobbs outside of a Gilbert strip mall, which has just been shut down and evacuated after inspectors found an immediate safety risk. Coming up, we'll show you what those safety concerns are and how business owners are feeling.
Temperatures get even hotter Thursday and Friday. I'm tracking the heat and also rising fire danger for the weekend.
And Phoenix is moving some speed cameras this summer. The new areas where drivers need to slow down.
12 News at 10 starts now.
It was always something we felt would be in our future, and we believe in Queen Creek.
Hundreds of homeowners in the Southeast Valley were told that they would eventually be part of Queen Creek. But tonight, the town council decided that was not going to happen. Thanks for joining us. For 12 News at 10, I'm Mark Curtis.
And I'm Kariba Devine. The controversy centers around three neighborhoods near Combs and Gansel Roads. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly is joining us live outside of the council chambers. And Chase, those residents are very disappointed tonight.
Kariba, I mean, this impacts more than 1,500 homes consisting of more than 5,000 people. The majority of them work here in Queen Creek. Their kids go to school here. They shop here. They pay sales tax. They all said tonight they already feel like they're a part of Queen Creek. But tonight, the town council, in a unanimous decision, said that they're not.
Now we're stuck, and that feels super unfair. It feels like we got abandoned.
Emotional testimony from homeowners sitting in the middle of Queen Creek, but are not part of it.
I ask that you keep us on the proposal list for annexation and not make this rush decision.
They all packed the town council chambers, each one living in three neighborhoods made up of more than 1,500 homes that are currently part of Pinal County near Combs and Gansel Roads. But it wasn't supposed to stay that way. When they bought here years ago, the developer told them that Queen Creek's general plan would eventually lead them to being incorporated.
So it was always the assumption that Queen Creek would be annexing this area once development was finished.
Would you say that was maybe a draw for you, another reason to purchase this property?
Oh, yeah.
Nick, who lives in one of those neighborhoods, says he and so many others were looking forward to finally being part of the town.
I think a lot of us are willing to pay a little bit more tax dollars, I think, into Queen Creek to get a lot of those amenities. The value of these homes will significantly go up.
So was Anthony Corey.
Big thing, too, would be, how quick we can get police response, the fire department right next to us, rural metro versus having to wait much longer for that.
Not only would they get public safety, but also be able to vote in town elections and finally feel part of the community they love. Then a few months ago, the Queen Creek Council decided to change its general plan, saying that a recent analysis discovered that the cost to annex those neighborhoods and provide them public safety services, solid waste, street maintenance, and more would far exceed the money it would bring in, leading to many of those homeowners pleading with the council to not do this.
Want an opportunity here to be a part of this amazing community.
That you have 5,000 potential new, very involved, wonderful citizens who want to make the town a better place.
The council said they understand the frustration that these home buyers were essentially lied to. Still, they have to focus on residents that can vote and are actually part of the town. When it came to a decision, it was passed unanimously to take the annexation off the general plan, leading to nearly everyone leaving the council meeting.
It is disappointing. They kept saying that they were making a decision that was best for Queen Creek residents when we feel like we're Queen Creek residents.
So what's next for all these homeowners? Well, the town council and some of the residents said that they will start looking into maybe getting annexed by Santan Valley. They were recently incorporated, so they're looking into that possibility. The council hoping that will happen. But residents were telling us it will take years before that can move forward. So in the meantime, they will just remain unincorporated in Pinal County. We're live in Queen Creek tonight. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
Yeah, very interesting predicament there. All right, Chase, thank you. Well, we have some new details to some breaking news that we brought you last night. A 17-year-old boy has died and a 16-year-old is recovering after a shooting inside of Desert Sky Mall. Officers received a call of shots fired inside the mall just before 8:30. A 17-year-old was rushed to the hospital but did not survive. A 16-year-old was also shot and is recovering in the hospital tonight. Police say the shooter got away before they arrived. Anyone with information is asked to contact Phoenix Police. Tonight, businesses in Gilbert are scrambling after a shopping plaza is suddenly shut down. Inspectors deemed it unstable and at risk of collapsing.
12 News journalist Maria Stobbs is live for us near Gilbert Road. And Maria, this has got to be a real shock for both business owners and the customers.
That's right, it is. We saw cars driving through this decades-old strip mall only to find their go-to businesses completely fenced off and closed without warning.
I've been in this area over 30 years and it's just surreal.
For Abby Heller, a regular customer of this Gilbert strip mall, the closure came as a shock.
We're definitely going to have to make some changes in our routine to adjust to this impact.
That impact just as hard for the business owners inside.
This is a big tough for me too.
Tom Roshanikit, owner of Thai restaurant Cafe de Bangkok, says he's invested heavily in safety upgrades over the past few months.
I've done everything, because this building is very old already.
Only to be shut down Monday night as customers were still inside.
And then your customer come in. So during that time, I have to run out and keep telling customers, no, I'm so sorry.
After multiple inspections, Gilbert Fire and Rescue ordered a full evacuation of the strip mall, citing an immediate safety risk.
But super surprised for everyone, we never get any notice.
Inspectors found structural issues, including this large crack running up the back of the two-story building, raising concerns over a possible collapse.
I'm not sure how soon they can fix it. But I hope they're gonna fix it very soon.
Businesses will not be allowed back until the landlord makes required safety repairs. I called the property owner over the phone. He says he's working with the town and hopes to reopen, but hung up before answering any questions on timing. For now, tenants are looking for new locations, trying to stay afloat.
There are many expenses, I don't know how to earn money to support a family. I don't know which way we have to go. But anyway, we need some hope.
The town of Gilbert says its economic development team is available to help any business owners with next steps. We're live in Gilbert. Maria Stobbs, 12 News.
Okay, Maria, thanks. The Arizona man accused of tracking his pregnant girlfriend to San Diego before allegedly shooting and killing her appeared in court today, pleading not guilty to capital murder. The judge asked that we blur his face. If convicted, 21-year-old Trayvon Williams could face the death penalty or life in prison. Prosecutors say that Williams followed 17-year-old Jaria Edwards and shot her outside a short-term rental. Edwards died and her baby was delivered via C-section. Prosecutors say if the baby doesn't survive, Williams would then face a second murder charge.
A former hiring manager at Zips Sports Grill has been sentenced in federal court after pleading guilty to identity theft charges. Court records show that Diego Gonzalez Rosales hired undocumented immigrants to work at various Zips locations. The investigation led to raids at many of the restaurants across the valley. He was sentenced to 5 months in federal prison with credit for time served. He will be on a 1-year supervised release. However, court documents show that he could be deported when he is released. Tonight, we're looking at some new data on the city of Phoenix's photo safety cameras. It shows that as of May 31st, those cameras flashed more than 132,000 times.
During that period, more than 30,000 citations or other legal notices were sent out to drivers. That's about 1 every 3 minutes on average, but it's down from what officials were seeing during the program's initial rollout.
12 News journalist Tiani Jadaling is joining us live now in studio, and she spoke with city officials and shares some updates about this program. Tiani?
Caribbean, Mark, of those updated events, about 17,600 resulted in mailed citations, while more than 13,000 generated what the city calls other forms of legal notice. For the past several months, 17 of these photo safety cameras have been part of the city's Vision Zero commitment to eliminating traffic fatalities while supplementing enforcement efforts by the Phoenix Police Department. 9 of these cameras were originally placed in corridors with a history of speed-involved crashes, with an additional 8 cameras placed in 15-mile-per-hour school zones. But since schools have been out for summer, 3 of those cameras have changed locations. According to city officials, the cameras are now on 7th Avenue between Indian School Road to Camelback Road, Missouri Avenue between 99th Avenue to 101st Avenue, and Chandler Boulevard between Desert Foothills Parkway to 6th Street. Those are the only 3 that have moved locations so far, but officials tell us that could change as of this summer. Live in studio, I'm Tiani Jadling, 12 News.